What's up guys, Syiler here, and this is kind of just a quick update video saying that SyiUI has been updated for the most recent patch. This is a day before Warlord Adrenal goes live, so if you download the UI right now, install it, it should be all up to date and working for the most part properly. There are still a couple of errors and bugs with the UI, such as Skinner feeding back some errors, but for the most part it seems to be okay. Skinner was the main one that was giving me some issues basically. So if you are getting issues with that as well, it might just be worth disabling it for the time being and continuing with the other add-ons until I can get around to fixing it. But for the most part, everything else should be working okay. I've tried the UI myself on a fresh install, and I've also tried giving it to a couple of other people in different regions to give them a chance to test it, and everyone's saying it installs properly using the previous install guide from 5.4, which will be in the description. And it works, they're not seeing anything that was obviously wrong with the UI. So as far as I can tell, everything's good to go. Should be able to install it. If you find any errors that are big, like big issues, not small things, but if it's big, then I'll try and get back to the UI and tweak whatever's wrong. But for the most part, I'm going to be really busy come Warlord, so not too sure when I'll get around to doing a full sort of overhaul of the UI. In terms of a few issues you might face, first of all, target jams. When you install the UI, target jams is going to be in the middle of your screen at the top. It's a bit of a pain. I can't get it to set its location for some reason. It just keeps resetting to default. And once you set it once, it's okay, but when people are installing the UI from fresh, it's resetting from what I saved it to. I'm not really sure why. So just do /target jam setup, move it to the place you want it to be, or turn it off completely, and that should be fine from there on out. Next up, a lot of you are having issues with the chat not being in the correct place. Just right click on the chat tab, click unlock, move it up and resize it to how it should be. Move it back down into the chat box, right click again and click lock, and that'll lock it in place and it'll be good to go. The other thing to note is the way Blizzard have kind of changed their launcher, the Battle.net launcher. The game should automatically change between EU and US, so you shouldn't have to edit any files for that anymore. But for example, if it doesn't, say you've loaded WoW, you've set your region to NA, and you open WoW and it's not loading the UI properly for whatever reason, or it's loading you into EU, what you do is go to your WTF, open this config file as a notepad, and then change these 5 to be the correct region. Or it's not even those 5, it's just these 2 basically. Change those 2 to be your correct region, so this would be EN-US, this would be US, or whatever region you're on. Save that and then it'll be good to go, it'll change the region correctly. And that's pretty much all you need to do. And that's only if the Battle.net client doesn't do it automatically itself, which it should, there's no reason it shouldn't. So there you go, you can install 6.0.3 version of the UI. As I said, if I get around to updating it later on in WoD, I'll try to. If there's any big sort of major issues that you guys are having, let me know in the comments and I'll try and get around to looking at them. But I'm going to be very busy, especially in the beginning of WoD. I'm going to have WoD to deal with and the launch of Nubis TV, so I'm going to be a busy man. So thanks for watching guys, hopefully you've enjoyed the UI, and so yeah.